Hello again, and welcome back to the universe, where we talk all things you. Today, we're talking about a topic that affects every interaction we have, the rooms we enter into, and even the way in which we perceive ourselves. Think about this. Have you ever been around someone that just uplifts your mood, or someone that drains you? That's energy. It's like an invisible force that speaks louder than words. Let's explore what energy is, right? How it affects our relationships and our opportunities, and then also practical ways in which we can raise our vibration in order to bring our best energy to a situation. We'll also discuss how the energy that you bring affects your reality, how it changes the reality of your life, and why it's key to building a meaningful and impactful life. Let's dive in. What is energy and why does it matter so much? Energy is not just physical, it's emotional, it's mental, and it's spiritual. Now, your thoughts and your emotions create a vibrational energy that others can sense and feel. And science backs this up. Science says that our brains emit electrical frequencies and pulses that is felt and experienced by others. For example, if you had to go to the doctor and they checked heart rate. Heart rate variability could even be attached to your emotions. So it can show calmness when your heart rate is slower, heightened energy when your heart rate is up. Think about your everyday life. Have you ever stepped into a room where people have just been arguing? You can feel the tension in that room. Conversely, if you step into a room where people have been laughing and they've just been joyful, immediately your mood also just lifts up. Now, energy is also a mirror. So, whatever you're feeling internally can spill out and be felt by others externally. So, if you are feeling overwhelmed or stressed, anxious, that spills out into other people's energy spaces. Now, the reverse of that is true. If you are positive, if you are joyful, if you are excited, that can also spill over into other people's energy spaces. Now, take a moment here and just think, how are other people experiencing your energy? What is the message that they're getting from your energy every day? And then also, what kind of energy do you want to project to the world? What is the energy that you want people to feel when you walk into a room? You setting intentions for yourself to be a positive person, to always impact people in a positive way, to be a joy, not to drain people's energy. How are those intentions and goals that you are setting for yourself? Is it translating into energy when you are in the room, or is it not? Energy and relationships is so important because if your energy is positive and warm and open, it fosters relationships that are built on trust, that are built on openness. But if your energy is negative, it fosters relationships that is built on mistrust, miscommunication, even. And possibly you are the one that's being avoided in spaces. Think about a moment when somebody's calm nature just diffused an argument, right? When it inspired a team to actually move forward on a project. Energy creates ripple effects. Share personal. Now, let me share my personal take on energy. So, when I was growing up, my dad's nature is very calm. He doesn't get stressed for anything. Things can be going according to everyone around him horribly wrong. And he would just be the most calm person you could possibly find in that situation. And when we were younger, or when I was younger, I kept thinking, this is not a normal reaction to life, right? You should be freaking out. Remember this one time I had to be rushed to hospital. I ate too much And everyone was literally freaking out. Everyone was like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And my dad was the calmest person. We'll get there. Don't worry. You'll be fine. And back then, it seems so annoying. Like, why can't you just have the same energy that we all are having, a stressed one? Now, moving through my own practices of energy and vibrating higher and showing up as more positive, more joyful, more have a more outlook on life that things are not happening to me, they are happening through me perspective. We'll dive a little bit deeper into that in another segment. But I now understand why his life is so peaceful. It's because the energy that he has established throughout his life is linked to his reality, and that is that if he portrays a calm energy, a calm reality, it transfers to others. It might have taken me longer to get there, but I'd like to believe that the way in which he showed up for me growing up is now creating my ability to look at life differently. So, whenever I think of energy, I think of what is it that I am exuding or vibrating? Where am I vibrating at? High or low frequency? And then how do I want to be perceived by others, right? Interesting story also, and when I reflected on this past week, we had one of our colleagues had passed away. And I kept thinking to myself, that life gives you these opportunities to meet people, be it for a long period of time, be it for a short period of time. And are you living your life in a way that if that was your last encounter with somebody, what is the impression that you want to leave with that person of you? Do you want to have it be something that was positive in their life? Do you want it to be a harsh word? Do you want it to be like you were having a rough day and everybody should know you were having a rough day? So when I thought about that, I thought the impression that person left on me, and then also the impression that I left on that person's life, hopefully, it needed to be one that I could walk away from being like, I sowed something positive into that person's existence, be it for a long period of time, be it for a short period of time. But that every encounter that I have with someone, I want my energy that I release to them to be one that is welcoming, to be one that sees them for who they are and makes and holds space for them. Now, in the beginning, I spoke about energy being our thoughts and our emotions, but our thoughts ultimately determine what we are feeling emotionally, right? And then your emotions or your thoughts affect your emotions, and your emotions come out in your words. And your words affect your reality. And that is the bottom line of existence, right? Everything that we say, it can either speak life over us and others, or it can speak death over us or others. And so I'm aware of my own thoughts and my own emotions, or I try to be. Some days I am better at it than others, but I also try to bring that awareness to other people. If I hear them saying something negative over themselves, I'd say, hey, just catch yourself in that moment. Is that truth, or is that something that you are perceiving? Is that something that you want to create for your life? Something simple as, oh, I just never have enough money. Oh, life is so hard. And yes, even though these things may seem in that moment so real and so true to you, if you had to take a moment, if you had to pause and reflect in that moment, and you call to your mind just one thought of gratitude, you would see that that moment that you perceive to be so hard and so difficult is actually just a moment in time, and that you can find gratitude in something in your life. And that also creates a ripple effect. One thought of gratitude releases another thought of gratitude. Eventually, it's a way of thinking. Creating a high vibrational frequency for yourself is so important because your world is one that's filled with opportunity. And if you are vibrating at a low frequency, you'll 10 to 1, not be able to see that opportunity. You'll not be able to walk in those opportunities because you are vibrating at such a low frequency. When you are vibrating at a higher frequency, one that is positive, one that is open, one that fosters good communication and trust, you bring that energy towards you in the form of the opportunities that are already available to you. So, you know how you're always like, there's always a door that's going to open. There is a door that's already open. You simply have to change your energy, change your thinking in order to be able to see those doors. We've all gone through moments where we were like really down, really what we could even call depressed. And in order for us to get ourselves out of those moments, it requires a different type of thinking. It requires to just start with one simple thought, like I said, of gratitude, that can then spiral into more thoughts of gratitude. Now, I want you to start thinking about your energy as your personal brand. What is it that you want to put out there? What is it that you want people to remember you by? And then focus on that daily. Bring an awareness to your energy in order to shift it. You know that saying about how people don't remember what you did for them, they remember how you made them feel. That's energy. How do we change our energy? For you to change your energy, you have to bring an awareness to your thoughts. Your thoughts are the things that are guiding you, they are the things that's going to change your emotions, and ultimately, they are going to affect your physical well being. So, changing your thoughts is the first step, or bringing awareness. I don't want to say changing because that takes hard work, right? Bringing awareness to your thoughts. When you're thinking something, think about the thinking. So think about what you're thinking about. Be present in your thoughts so that you are aware of where is it going. Am I spiraling towards a higher vibration? Am I spiraling towards a lower frequency or vibration? Practice gratitude. Something so simple. Getting up in the morning and putting both your feet on the ground. Getting up in the morning and opening your eyes is a moment for you to show gratitude. It's a new day. Being able to see the sun, being able to hear. I'm making all these vast examples because I don't know your circumstances on the other side of this. So, to find a small moment of gratitude, today feels better, slightly better than yesterday. Opening up a tap and seeing running water that you are able to drink from, show gratitude for that. Moving your body, show gratitude for your body for being able to move in the way that it does, for being able to carry you throughout the day. Small moments of gratitude will ripple effect more moments of gratitude. Move your body, dance, shake it off, even just go for a brisk walk. Moving your body also removes that energy blocks that you are finding. So find moments in your day to get up and move so that you can feel the energy through your body. And then also remove your energy blocks, whatever those are for you. Some of us, we want to journal. Some of us, we want to do something physically with our hands. Some of us want to move more than others. Find what moves your energy blocks and then do that. Find moments in the day to do that. Please, I encourage you to surround yourself with positivity, whatever that looks like. Positive things that you are listening to, positive people that you are engaging with. If you find yourself in a situation where people are being negative or people are complaining or you don't have to say to them, hey, listen, can you stop complaining? We don't have to do that. We don't have to call people out on the way they are moving through life. We have to bring awareness to ourselves and protect our energy spaces so that we can be vessels of good energy. So walk away. Say, sorry, just have to step out quickly. and walk away from that situation so that you don't get consumed by that type of energy. And then there's also energy visualization exercises that you can do. You are made of love and you are made of light. And so when you feel that there's an energy block or you're feeling down or in a terrible space, have you noticed what being in the sun does for you as a person, does for your body, does for your spirit, does for your soul? Because sun and light is what we are attracted to. We are made of light. And so when you are experiencing an energy block or you feel yourself spiraling to a low frequency, I want you to close your eyes and just imagine that your whole body, from your heart outward, is light. It's just beaming light. You can even notice the light or sit in the sun or notice the light from the sky or imagine God just shining a light on you. And you will find that it will shift your mood. Now, this week's challenge is to encourage you to, one, be aware of your thoughts, your emotions, set an intention for the energy that you want to pour out into the world, that you want others to remember you for. And then look at the areas in which you need to be shifting your energy. I want to remind you that your energy is your essence. It's your superpower. It's how you show up in this world. Become aware of it, protect it, and work on it to constantly be vibrating at a high frequency. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. I so look forward to engaging with you in the next one. Remember to be happy, to be bright, and to stay true to you.